ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Seminoles will kick it away to start. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So NC State's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added ring.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Noles will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Barco. Hard running there. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Barco. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Cruz. Fires to the middle. He's got it. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Schools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Cruz. Spins away from the defense. Touchdown, no! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Cruz. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The hand to the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Give to the running back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air on second down. Got his man. There he goes. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield, it's Cruz. Unleashes one deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Murphy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Rides the back on the option, the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Using his legs, it's Sparko. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. He'll throw it, and it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines. He stands on the result of the play. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. With jet sweep pass. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. To the air, it's Cruz. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Noles line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And here comes the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this.
Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Back to pass, it's Cruz. Fires to the tight end. And he's still running after the move. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll leave it with him. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
Illegal blocking back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Cruz. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it behind the line. It's Murphy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on 1st down. It's on target and complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He got it. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got enough for the first. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Back to throw, it's Cruz. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Murphy. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. They've got the screen set up. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. And the Noles decide to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Barco. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. On the shot. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Cruz. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Sometimes you dial up the right place, sometimes you get the right penalty. Either way, it's a 3rd down conversion for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hendricks. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. He's got him this time. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll go to the sneak. Makes it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. On target. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the air. It's Cruz. He's got him. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Got a little space. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Plows through the defense. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Murphy. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working that left side now. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Quick completion on the out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll try the run. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. He'll do it himself. And they'll knock him down. The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Cruz. Sets up the screen. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give on the inside. Makes a man miss. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Punt is in the air on 4th down. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snagged out of the air. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Cruz. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The give to the tailback. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. They could have used a little bit more there and pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Third down coming up.
From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down and 10. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Wants to throw it. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Got a man. It's Penn. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Finds his man. It's Barco. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Going to swing it on second down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll be brought down. The Wolfpack line up facing 3rd and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Barco. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
He'll pull it on the read. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Trying play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Cruz. Fires to the tight end. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Rush is on him. He's taking the deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. It's complete. They'll immediately call timeout. NC State with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they spike it to stop the clock. Defense dropping into soft coverage. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Now the play fake. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.